Hey guys, welcome. And welcome for something completely different for me because this is actual old footage of some flights I did about a year ago in January, flying the then prototype Avios Extra 330 LX that has just been released a few weeks ago. And I asked Steve at Hobby King if I could release this footage, and he said yes, so thanks for that, Steve. I'm excited about it. Um, and I want to thank all the members at my club for not telling anyone I was flying this at that time because it was still a bit of a secret. Um, Actually, it's got the RC Group's color scheme right now, like it's in the web shop. And at that point, they were already talking about that collaboration with RC Group. So nice how that worked out. Um, yeah, and it was a fun process. We did a bunch of different stuff. At first, I gave some input on the assembly of the plane, and then started putting it through its paces in classic, well, basically regular flying, classic aerobatics and 3D. Um, and then we did a lot of fondling with different types of props because actually at that time it still had a different power setup. We had an 800 kV motor in there and it just had mad thrust. It was just too fast. You can see in this footage sometimes that it's like a bat out of hell. And that was fun for the fast stuff, but it was a bit more difficult to control in slower 3D moves because it just produced too much thrust, you know. It was really difficult to be docile on the throttle. So we fumbled a bit with different pitch on the propeller to see if we could give it a bit more flight time and less thrust actually. So yeah, and then basically I gave all my input in, you know, PowerPoint slides after a couple of flights, and I showed all this footage to the guys at Hobby King, and well, they produced an excellent plane. This is a blender. Yeah, as you'll see in this video, it's I like the combination in this plane. I don't think I've ever flown a foamy that was this stable and that performed this good. That's an honest statement. I mean, I fly a lot of balsas as well, and I fly the 60-inch EXP, for instance. And there is a difference with balsa. I mean, I still like the feel of my balsa planes a bit better, but this is a 50 or 55 inch, I'm not sure, 54, 55. And yet a 60-inch balsa is a little bit better, but then, you know, for a foamy, this is awesome. Really stable in a hover. This is a pop top. Bad execution actually, the wing should have been level, but hey, it does those kinds of tricks. Harrier roll is what you see here. So for people who want to know, is this plane suitable for 3D? Yeah, it is, and the high energy stuff as well. This is a Weeble Wobble. Usually they do it a bit more calm, but I like it high energy like that. So yeah, and look at this knife edge. Look at this knife edge. It had zero coupling, the prototype. I expect the production version to be nothing different than that. And then this is a bit of more classic aerobatic, so an 8-point roll. This is a rolling circle, and I'll do a 4-point roll later, I think, and a snap roll, and well, just keep watching. So yeah, I was impressed with this plane already, the way it was a year ago, and then they've been working on it and giving it a bit of a different power plant. And when Steve told me they were flying it with a 600 kV motor in Australia and they were happy with it, I thought, okay, that might be the winner. So for everyone I see online talking about going to you know, getting bigger engines, bigger motors in and bigger batteries in, seriously test it as it comes out of the box first, because I think I haven't gotten mine yet. It's coming I think next week. But I'm pretty convinced that the powertrain that's in here right now out of the box will be the good one. Knife edge looping, cool stuff. This was actually one of the first flights I did with it. So here's where you see that I'm having a bit of trouble having the hover really stable, because it just had too much throttle. I was fighting with the throttle at that point. But pretty amazing plane. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And so yeah, for those of you who want to know how you get to test planes, well, the answer is really simple. You get asked. So I got asked and I said yes, and I loved it. So I think we're almost at the end here. Oh, this is the Weeble Wobble, but then from inside. I like this footage. It's just it's ridiculous mayhem if you look at it, but it looks good. It looks better from the ground. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Watch out for my video with the actual production version, which is coming up shortly. And make sure you stay up to date with my videos by subscribing. Thanks a lot.